welcome back to my channel. I'm Christine, and today I'm going to be telling you my top 5 favorite books of all time. I'm so excited to finally sit down and share with you all my top 5 favorite books of all time, because for me, preparing myself to get a master's in public health and booktube, I just haven't had the time to sit down and really think of this list. But I'm so excited that I can finally sit down and share this list with you all. Before we get started with the video, comment down below and tell me what you think my top 5 favorite books are. I just have an inkling that you all may be surprised at my list. The first 2 books are by an author that I talk about all the time on my live streams, on my videos. I just did a review on it. It was honestly so difficult for me to narrow down the favorite books that I have from this author, but you all know that I absolutely love all books by Angie Thomas, and my new favorite book from her is Concrete Rose. And if you didn't know, Concrete Rose follows a boy named Mav who's 17, who has now recently found out that he's going to become a new father. So he has to make the decision if he wants to deviate from his life associated with his local gang, or if he wants to take a different path to create a better future for his child. But I feel like in Angie Thomas's discussion and the way she writes things and the characters, it just feels so realistic. The way the character narrates their thoughts, I just absolutely love, and I just highly recommend it if you haven't read it. Now, the second Angie Thomas book that is on my top 5 favorite books of all time is actually the book that came out before Concrete Rose, which is The Hate You Give. Now, in The Hate You Give, we follow this character named Star who has just witnessed the murder of her best friend. However, when the murder ends up on the news, a lot of people started commenting and saying that her best friend deserved to die because he was a criminal, he was associated with drugs, and that he ended up that way because he chose that life. So Star is struggling with this battle on whether or not she should come forward and share that she was a witness to the murder, or if she should just protect herself. I can't say enough praise for both of these books. I just highly recommend these books. If you haven't picked it up, you know that I love my contemporaries, and these are hard-hitting, they're realistic, they're amazing, they have amazing writing. That's why they're my top 2 favorite books of all time. Now, my third favorite book of all time comes to no surprise, because you all know I love my romances, and that book is Intercepted by Alexa Martin. I also can't find this book right now, but I'm gonna leave a picture right here. But Intercepted is my third favorite book of all time because it follows a girl named Marley who has been the girlfriend to this NFL superstar for the past 10 years. She's the best girlfriend, she does what she has to do, but lo and behold, Marley's boyfriend has been cheating on her the entire time. So you know, Marley is not about that life, and she ended that relationship and she wanted to rekindle herself, find herself again. She vowed to never date another athlete. But of course that all changes because there's a new athlete that has his eyes on Marley, and although she says she's not going to date another athlete, sparks start flying. However, she still has a predicament because, you know, gossip happens, and she has to decide if this new relationship with the new star football player is worth having her reputation ruined again. Honestly, I just feel like there should be more sports romances. If you all love that genre just as much as I do, I highly recommend Intercepted. Okay, I forgot to include this in the contemporaries that I love, but the next book that is my all-time favorite book is Slay. I thought Slay by Brittany Morris was an amazing book. It is so different from so many other contemporaries. It follows a girl who is secretly a web developer for a famous game named Slay. Slay is played by thousands of black kids all across the world. However, that's a big secret that she holds. Her family doesn't know, her friends doesn't know, and one day a dispute amongst teens that play this game happens, and it gets called out as being this racist and anti-white game, and she gets in a lot of trouble. I just thought this concept of a digital safe space for black gamers was so cool. I love this book so much, and I highly recommend it if you all love these contemporaries and you want something different in them. I especially adore the supporting characters as well, Sophie and Claire, so I just love that bunch. They are so adorable, and this book covers really heavy topics, but I think that it's so well. It's a great YA, and I just highly recommend that you all read it. Now, the last book that I have on my list of my top 5 favorite books of all time. And honestly, this might come to a surprise for you all because, you know, I only dibble-dabble in fantasy. It's not my all-time favorite genre. That book is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. Scythe is also a book that has such a different and unique concept. In this book, we follow characters that are in a world where there's no hunger, there's no death, there's no war, there's no violence, because humanity at this point has solved all of these problems. The only people in this world who have the power to end a life are the Scythes. And they don't really even want to end life. However, due to population control, that's what their job is for. In this book, we follow characters named Citra and Rowan, and they are now on their way to become Scythes. However, they're not really feeling it. If they choose not to carry out their duties, they also risk having their own life ended. So I thought this book is amazing. This is book 1 to a trilogy. Book 2 was cool, but book 3 was but I just highly recommend it if you still love it. This is still one of my favorite books. I will always recommend it. And for a fantasy, this is really easy to read, and I really appreciate that because I like reading a whole bunch of different genres, not just fantasy, as you can see by my contemporaries and my romances. So I wanted to include this in this list for you all if you all want to start getting into fantasy as well. Those were my top 5 books of all time. Did you guess any of them right? Because I want to know. Leave it in the comment below. I'll be checking, and all I have to say is, you thought, y'all, you know this is not my top 5 favorite books of all time. Although I can agree that I absolutely love Angie Thomas's books and her writing, and Concrete Rose has also become one of the stellar books and highlights of my 2021 reads. This is definitely not my personal top 5 favorites, and I hope y'all caught on that this is a inner circle April Fool's joke to you all because me, Jaleesa, Mel, and Kristen decided to do a collaborative effort to play a prank on y'all. Sorry, not sorry. Where we would swap our top 5 favorite books of each other's, do a video, imitate one another. As you can see, I tried to mimic Kristen as much as I can with my intro.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and today we're talking 2021 anticipated releases. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. In today's video, I'll be reviewing Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christine, and today I'm gonna be telling you my top 5 favorite books of all time. A little eyeshadow situation. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, I was cheesing so hard, and y'all know I can't even smile like that. I was struggling so hard with the thumbnail, but I had to try and embrace Kristen's beautiful big smile, and I hope I did it justice. I probably didn't because I really don't know how to smile, y'all. But that's okay, y'all got pranked, I didn't, haha. Okay, I'm sorry, that was unnecessary. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, even though it wasn't my personal favorite. If you want to know my personal top 5 favorite books are, head on to Jaleesa's channel. Everyone's channel is going to be linked in the description box below, so you can check out all their videos and who they had as well. I just want to say I love my friends so much. I had so much fun doing character analysis. I was going through all Kristen's videos, trying to mimic how she talks, how she rates these books, how she talked about these books in her previous reviews, and literally anytime we were texting in the group chat, we would just bust out laughing because we were thinking about how you all would respond to this video, which I hope is positive. I hope y'all aren't mad that these aren't my personal favorites, but again, these are Kristen's favorite books, and I just love them so much. I had so much fun. But for real, y'all, that is all for me. Again, don't forget to like, share, and comment while you're down there. Do not spoil it in the comments. I want people to watch this through and see if they actually think these are my top 5 favorite books. If y'all some real ones, which I know you are, comment down below and just troll the crap out of the chat box saying that you all knew that this was my guess, y'all knew that these were my favorite books. That will really be the icing on the cake for this April Fool's joke. Okay, I'm done for real. I love you all so much, and until next time, bye y'all.